Strange and Spectacular Studio presents. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a moment to talk about something that's hitting home for so many of us right now. The rent crisis in Canada. It's a topic that's not just numbers on a spreadsheet. It's the reality of families struggling to make ends meet, young professionals unable to find a place to live, and students drowning in debt while trying to pay for a roof over their heads. It's happening in cities like Toronto and Vancouver, but let's be real. It's a national challenge that's affecting people from coast to coast. Let's start with Toronto. If you've been following the news, you know that the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment is soaring to heights that are almost unbelievable. It's like a game of musical chairs, but instead of music, we've got skyrocketing prices, and instead of chairs, we have a dwindling supply of affordable homes. Many residents are finding themselves in a situation where they're spending more than half their income on rent, which is just plain unsustainable. And then there's Vancouver, a city that's known for its breathtaking views but is equally notorious for its staggering rent prices. The allure of living in such a beautiful place is quickly overshadowed by the reality that most people simply can't afford to live there. And it's not just these two cities. Calgary, Montreal, Ottawa, cities across Canada are feeling the pinch. Lower-income residents are being pushed out, and even those in the middle class are starting to feel the squeeze. It's a ripple effect that's reaching smaller towns and rural areas as well, where an influx of people seeking affordable living is driving prices up and putting pressure on local communities. It's like a game of whack-a-mole. As soon as one area becomes unaffordable, people start looking elsewhere, and the cycle continues. So, what's behind this crisis? It's a complex web of factors. We've got limited housing supply, increased demand, and speculative investments all playing a role. Foreign investment can be a double-edged sword. While it brings money into the economy, it often pushes prices beyond the reach of everyday Canadians. And let's not forget the lack of affordable housing initiatives from our government. It's like we're trying to put out a fire with a garden hose while the flames are roaring all around us. But here's the thing. The impact of rising rents goes beyond just individual hardship. It's affecting our economy and the very fabric of our society. Families are being forced to relocate, disrupting their children's education and job opportunities. Local businesses are struggling because residents are grappling with high living costs, leading to a loss of community vitality. It's a domino effect, and we're all feeling it in one way or another. So, what can we do about it? First off, we need to advocate for policy changes that prioritize affordable housing across Canada. This isn't just a problem for city dwellers. It's a national issue that requires a national response. We need to increase the supply of rental units, implement rent control measures, and invest in community housing initiatives. It's time for federal, provincial, and municipal governments to come together and create a comprehensive strategy for housing affordability. We also need to explore innovative solutions that tackle the root causes of this crisis. That means focusing on sustainable growth and really listening to the needs of our communities. By prioritizing affordable housing, we can reclaim our cities and towns, ensuring they remain livable for everyone. Imagine a future where families don't have to choose between paying rent and putting food on the table. Imagine a Canada where every person has access to safe, affordable housing. That's the kind of country we want to build. In closing, the challenges of rising rents in Toronto, Vancouver, and cities across Canada are significant, but they're not insurmountable. It's going to take our collective action, our voices, and a commitment to making housing a right, not a privilege. Together, we can work toward a future where all Canadians have access to homes they can afford. So let's get involved. Let's raise awareness, advocate for change, and support policies that prioritize affordable housing. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about bricks and mortar. It's about people. It's about community. It's about building a Canada that works for everyone. Thank you for listening, and let's keep this conversation going. Thank you for watching Strange and Spectacular. Please share and subscribe for more spectacular videos.